All right. All right, Shalom. This is Har 1 by Nyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal, Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Harakak, Wadash, Ma'amaf. All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yo, this lesson right here, last night or so, I think it was the 22nd, it had a chariot, a huge chariot, and a few other chariots were with it that popped up over Las Vegas. All right, and it was shot from multiple angles. Different people videoed the same chariot, and then they showed people on the ground walking around, looking up at it, going outside, saying, "It's a chariot, it's a UFO outside." And they going outside to look at it. So this caught my attention this morning. It popped up on social media. And then so I went researching for it, and I found this guy. And he was researching for it. He went all over TikTok to find these different angles, different videos of different people that shot the same chariot. You know, videos of the same chariot. But then, if you stick around, behind that, I have another video separate from this guy that matches almost to the T of what they showed in these videos. And it's crazy, man, because he got a video on here. I'm gonna try to skip through it, but you can go back and watch the whole video. He got a video on here that's some lady caught from a certain angle on the highway of this same chariots. And it even gives a reflection off of the chariot. That's what you're seeing right there, that little light. When the lights hit it, it gave a reflection. It was huge. They said it sat there for like a half hour. But the lady, she caught another angle on the highway, far away, and she saw them moving. They was shooting all over the place, like shoo, shoo, moving real fast. All right, so let's get some. Let's play it real quick. Then we get some scriptures.
Look, a UFO sighting in Las Vegas, filmed from multiple camera angles, camera phones, right? Over the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in Las Vegas. Watch this. What's this? Honestly. And look at they got those little lights that cross, you know, at the Sapphire, the little lights that cross at the bottom. When it hits the UFO, it's like a bright reflection. Honestly, this is really strange. I mean, we're here every night. I've never look seen at this. Like this. And you can't say this is an airplane or something. For one, it's humongous. And it's just sitting behind the only cloud that's in the sky. And it's there, just stationary for like 10, 20 minutes.
Let me get this real quick. This is Revelations 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. How they gonna see him? The chariot's gonna be popping up all over the earth, and also through what? The internet. All right. You see how quick this is spreading? And he got it from multiple angles. Every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Right. And let me get this real quick. He said the chariots were hiding behind. First he thought it was one chariot, but when he showed the other angles, you're gonna see that there's multiple chariots all around this one chariot, man. All right. But it says, because he said it was hiding behind these clouds. It was like one cloud and this huge cloud in the sky, and these chariots were hiding behind it. Psalms 104:3. Who layeth the beams? So like I'm gonna start from 1. Bless Yahweh, O my soul, O Yahweh my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, man. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain. That's what you call the universe. All right. Or the Shemayim. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, man, in the Shemayim, right? You got foundations and beams upon the earth. for houses or temples, but the Lord set his temple in the heavens. That's miraculous power, man, to set his throne in the heavens. All right. Who maketh the clouds his chariot, man. What that means is he maketh the clouds his covering. All right, he moving covert behind the clouds. All right. Who walketh upon the wings of the wind, flying in the sky, man. Space navigator. What you call the captain of the sea. How about Shemal Shai? All right, so that's what he's doing, man. He's covertly watching everything, the Lord. So let's get into it. I'm gonna skip through, so you have to watch the whole video, and maybe I won't get a copyright strike. But I want to skip through the points where he showed different videos, and then I want to show you this other video at the end, how it matches up to this from a whole different page from a week ago.
Look at this. You see that little spark of light? Whenever the lights hit right in a specific spot. Hold on. Boom, right there. Yo, this is crazy. Look, you can put this in front of like the biggest skeptic on the planet, and how could they deny this, man? This has to be
this brother here, man. He I pray he wake up to the truth, man. But because he excited, you know what I mean. But they probably think it's gonna be aliens. But we know Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 speaks about them. It's gonna be so far beyond all that they look for, you know. But this is 2nd Ezra 13. 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And we're in that time. See, first the Lord said in Amos chapter 9 that he's going to rebuild the tabernacle of David, according to Revelations chapter 7. 12,000 from each tribe and a small multitude, right? But with that, it says this, he's going to begin to deliver us. So we're in that time. And the deliverance starts with spiritual power. All right, and the angels keeping us in all our ways. All right, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, man. Whew, we're going to come to the astonishment. Let's get that real quick. Surprise. Extremely surprising or impressive, amazing. All right, so let's go.
The most compelling footage I've ever seen. Look at that. And it's shot from multiple different angles. We're not done. It's not just this video. We're going to look at all the videos I could have possibly found yesterday. Yesterday, I was going crazy.
He says hundreds of videos, multiple videos that he could have found. He got exhausted because there was so many videos that caught the same chariot.
Crazy on TikTok looking. And then on top of that, one of my viewers was in California, and she sent me something interesting that she saw in the sky. I didn't think too much of it at first. I was
Those lights.
a different camera. Look at that.
The red and the white.
You see
They've been videoing for like a half hour. It's just sitting there.
this dude says we've been recording this thing for like half an hour. It's just sitting there.
It's so weird. And look at our lights right here that are spinning around are shining a reflection. Look, there's a white, like right there. You see that? There is a white right near the red. Right?
I see. Oh my God.
Asher met. Wait, hold on. I said that wrong. Look at that. Look
I
at
mean, there's something. I don't know.
What made you?
Right, let's get this scripture, Zechariah 5 and 4. I will bring it. I'm going to go from verse 1. Then I turned and lift up mine eyes, man. So you're supposed to be looking up. And in this video, this girl said it. I never come outside and look up. But now they looking up. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. All right, and this is in the book of Zechariah. All right, all the way back in 522 BC. They saw flying rolls, chariots in the sky. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits, almost bigger than a football field, bigger than a football field probably. Then said he unto me, This is the curse. So the chariot's showing up to deliver and also to destroy the wicked. So, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, man. See, the chariot's going to be all around the whole earth. All right? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it. So 2/3 and the wicked going to be cut off. Put it like that. All right? And it says, And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. That's into America. These huge chariots going to be popping up. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So it's going to be like War of the Worlds. Them chariots going to start shooting beams out real soon, man. Also with the ICBM missiles that the Lord is going to send from Russia and China, Iran, and all these foreign nations to destroy the daughter of Babylon. See, the Lord is watching, and he's ready to deliver us. And this is the time to meditate on that and put on as the elect and really think about that, man. You're going to be seeing Yahweh soon, or Yahweh Shai, in the kingdom. It's going to be established on this earth.
You guys look up.
I don't know. Everybody just was start talking about it.
Everybody, most people don't look up when you're outside, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, we all work here, so it's like, we're taking notice.
Listen to what this lady said again, and the guy.
Oh, everybody just was start talking about it.
Everybody, most people don't look up when you're outside, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, we all work here, so it's like, we're taking notice of everything.
He said, we all working and we taking notes. They're caught in that rat race. They're not looking up. They're not looking for the return of the Lord. They're not watching. All right. This is Luke 21, 25. And there shall be signs in the sun. We're seeing that. And the Lord uses the sun to control space weather. The space weather controls the earth's weather in the troposphere. So that's why we're seeing this erratic and crazy weather. And also Esau is manipulating the weather through their HARP machines and reflecting the sun rays back at itself, causing coronal mass ejections, disturbing the alterations of the sun, So, and in the moon and in the stars. So it's going to be basically up in the sky. All right. And signs like the red moons, blood moons, but also these chariots, These are signs of our deliverance. And upon the earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, man. So their astonishment and shock is going to turn into fear for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. And the chariots are one of them. The curse for the wicked, but deliverance for the elect. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, meaning the sun, moon, and stars, or the earth is going to be removed out of its place when the missiles hit. All right, and also Esau. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. So Yahweh Shai gonna have his own chariot, and he's gonna send out his angels to gather the elect in the midst of the destruction. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So right now we're just seeing signs of it. But one day, he's going to say, that's the day. You look up that day, and that's going to be the day of salvation. One of these days, man. but it's after the MOTB, within the time of the missiles, but they may have proxy wars first, build up to a climax, and when that climax get ready to destroy this place, that's when the Lord gonna send his holy angels to gather his elect. And watch how fast they move in this video. It's gonna be quick, and they sent out like, and I got another video to match it, and they trying to figure out what it is.
Yo, what's in the sky? Because when the lights hit it, it reflects back. Right there. What's up there, man? You see that?
All right. He said the sparkle, right? That glow that was on it, reflecting. Ezekiel 1 and 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north. A great cloud, right, was before this chariot. All right, so the Lord make the clouds his covering. And a fire enfolding itself, meaning it was moving forward within those clouds. And a brightness was about it. All right. And out of the midst thereof as the color of amber. And amber is like a yellowish, brownish. All right, and that's what it looks like, amber. And out of the midst of the fire, or lights, and also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And these creatures don't look like monsters or 4 heads. There's 4 angels, archangels. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, period. They look like men inside these chariots. All right, the angels look just like us, but just more glorified. And every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. So each angel had 4 other chariots behind it. All right, and 4 jobs that they would do. Kind of like what you would say, the lion, the ox, the eagle, and the duties of man. And these are all the top animals on the earth of their habitat. The lion, the eagle, and the ox being within the cattle. So it says where is it at? Here you go. And their feet were straight feet. That represents them going straight in their path, right? And the sole of their foot was like the sole of a calf's foot. That means circle. It means frisking round. It was like circle. So they were looking up at it, and it looked circular, like a spoon or a dish. All right. And check this out. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So they had a reflectant metallic shine off it once the light hit it, just like right here. All right. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides. That word hand goes into the power, and that's what's fueling them. They're trying to find out what's propelling these chariots, you know. And what's propelling them is the Lord's power. And they 4 had their 4 wings. That's right. So let's keep going.
This is from an angle much further away. From the sapphire. What you can see is the reflection of those lights as it hits whatever this is in the sky. I'm telling y'all what I tell y'all.
Hold on, listen to what he said.
From the sapphire.
What the heck?
It showed up. They focusing on the club Sapphire. That's not the focus. It was other places. It was over too. It was huge. But this Sapphire club had lights going up into the sky. You know, I forgot what they call them. Projection lights. And every time it hit this chariot, it would reflect off of it. Just like during the chariots that showed up over Washington, D.C., in the 80s, I think it was. And they had those lights shooting up at it, and you could see them reflecting. They looked like clouds, and they were moving in formation. All right? It was like apparitions. Let me get this. Well, actually, I'm going to wait before I bring this up.
is this?
Whoever is recording this, he's from an angle so far away that you can't even see those lights from the sapphire. What you can see is the reflection of those lights as it hits whatever this is in the sky. I'm telling y'all, what I tell y'all, I told y'all within the next 5 years or so, we're gonna be hearing some stuff. But I honestly believe it's within the next 2 years.
Quicker than that. That's right. It says here, Matthew 24:32. Now learn the parable of a fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. All right? Deep. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, just know that it's near, even at the doors, man. Verily, verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So if you're seeing these signs, they'll let you know you're in the time of all these prophecies being fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, meaning this rulership that Esau is doing now is going to pass away. But my words shall not pass away. That's right. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. It's crazy, right? But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, this was going to be with fire, the second death. Excuse me. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. That's what they were doing in that club that night, called Sapphire in Las Vegas. It was over Vegas. And you know what they're doing out there, eating, drinking, giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And Noah means rest. And the elect are going to enter the Lord's rest. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Wow.
I like his enthusiasm, man. He's excited about it.
Where's the other?
I mean, we worked there. I've never seen it.
Another angle of the same chariot.
Oh,
It's not brighter.
Holy fucking shit. See these
Yes.
little clouds? They're ships too.
All right, so what the hell called?
I saw the same thing about like a month ago, and I have a recording of that too.
Somebody said they saw the same thing about a month ago and they got a recording of it.
It's weird that fucking light hits it.
yo, there's another clip that was even more amazing. Where did that go? Why is it not here? Hold on.
What the fuck?
They bugging. Everybody bugging. What's this?
Where is that?
Killed here by aliens.
He gonna get it. Hold on. Pause it.
What bullshit? Man.
Let's look at the other clip.
I don't know. It's very strange. Light
Yeah, no,
in the
I
sky.
ain't gonna get it because we get it all the time, but that's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. The strangeness. They're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Who is that? The elect.
Above the club, now being covered by this cloud
Covered by a
that's
cloud.
rolling through. But there's something.
All right, so people think that the Lord either doesn't exist or that he can't see or hear what's going on. This is Job 22:13. And thou sayest, how doeth God know? Can he judge through the dark cloud? And that's what Esau's saying, the Malites. Thick clouds are a covering to him. Come on with it. So they know that the thick clouds are a covering to the Lord. That he seeth not. No, he can see. He just don't want nobody to see him. And he walketh in the circuit of heaven. The circuit, around the circle of heaven, which would be around the firmament. All right? Skywalker.
I mean, I'm here every day. I've never never seen anything like this in the sky.
Never seen it.
I don't think anybody
Look,
has.
look at everybody
I
looking
mean,
up.
everybody's out here.
Hold up. I'm gonna catch that part.
I've never seen anything like this
Everybody
in
out
the
there
sky.
looking up at it. Even coming out of the club.
I don't think anybody has. I mean, everybody's out
Look
here
at him.
looking up.
Look at him. Head stuck. That's how it's gonna be, man.
Is going on.
Every eye should see him.
Trying to figure out what's up there. What's up there?
All right, so now he gonna play the other video where some woman was driving on the road in Las Vegas on December 22nd, looking at the same chariot from a different angle. And it's gonna be a different view. She's not gonna see the lights. Man, look, watch how she gonna see them moving. They're not sitting there just stationary. There's a lot going on around that huge chariot that was in the sky that they couldn't see from that angle of that club. But where she's at on the road, she can see what they're doing. Watch this, man. I'm gonna show y'all the other video I was talking about. Show ass, Esau.
Oh yeah, peep this.
Celebrating Christmas.
Holy shit.
You see this?
What is that, Ellie? What is that?
Look, there's another chariot right there.
This-
See, there's another one right there. Then that huge chariot, but it's a bunch of chariots gonna shoot out. And that's what the Lord talking about in the scriptures. All right, let's get that real quick. This is Mark 13 and 24. But in those days after the tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. That's when the destruction happens. And the stars of heaven shall fall. That's those missiles. And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. I mean, the earth gonna be shaken to and fro. All right. It's gonna be a big blast. What you call mushroom cloud. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. So right now we're seeing angels or chariots popping up. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. We're seeing signs and wonders. But one day we're going to see Yahushua with those chariots. Man, right? And then shall he send his angels. What? He's going to send his angels. And shall gather together his elect. So the angels are going to do the reaping. They're going to be sent out. And watch how they be sent out of here. This is an example of how those chariots going to be sent out. And shall gather together his elect from the four winds of the earth. All right, not just America, but from the four winds all over the four corners of the earth. All right, north, east, west, and south. From the uttermost part of the earth to the uttermost part of heaven. So they're going to be gathered. Literally, the Lord going to send out angels in chariots to go and gather his elect. And Psalms 91 said they're going to bear them up in their hands. They're literally going to beam them up and grab them in the chariots and take us to Yahushua, the barn. All right. So yeah, man, let's keep going. Check this out.
This is a different angle of the Las Vegas lights. Even though we don't see the colors, this was filmed, edited, and uploaded on the same day at the same time.
There's 4 of them.
Like, so many people was filming different angles of this shot, and they just uploaded of this
And one's
UFO.
going away, and then it comes back.
All right, you see this? What she's talking about? There's 4 lights. What it looks like here, and then you see a 5th one that's kind of trailing. It'll come to these, and then they'll go off, and they'll come back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And then look, they disperse, and then watch this.
Oh my god.
Watch
I almost
this.
want to stop and watch this.
Watch what happens. Shoof. Come on. Watch this.
Oh my god.
And then they'll go off, and they'll come back. It's coming. Talking about there's 4 lights. What it looks like here, and then you see a 5th one that's kind of trailing. It'll come to these, and then they'll go off, and they'll come back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And then look, they disperse, and then watch this.
Oh my god.
Watch
I almost
this.
want to stop and watch this.
Watch what happens. Shoof. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all saw that?
All right, check this out. This is scripture right here. Matthew 24 and 26. Wherefore, if they say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, like you had to do prophet, they used to call him Fagway, but Yahweh, you know, prophet, whatever, fake prophet boy. I think he in the spirit realm now. But he used to be out in the Las Vegas desert. He'd say, come out here and you're going to see the Lord. And we had Miami, the other guy. Comfy. Yeah, all these different people claiming to be the Lord. But the Lord said, low here, low there. No. This is how you're going to know it's the Lord. You're going to be moving like this in them chariots. All right? He says, behold, he is in the secret chambers. Like them fake Jews saying. They say the Messiah. I'll say Amalek is saying right now, just so I don't get no strike. It says what? Believe it not. Don't believe these people. It says, for as lightning cometh out of the east, man, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. He's going to be moving around quick like lightning in the sky. That's how them chariots moving fast. All right? For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. All right? I already read that other part, but check this out. I'm going to play that part again. Then I'm going to go to this other clip and match it with this. Watch this.
Lights what looks like here, and then you see a fifth one that's kind of trailing.
Right.
It'll come to these, and then they'll go off, and they'll come back.
So either that's one huge chariot or that was a bunch of chariots, a cluster of them. Just like in Ezekiel chapter 1. You know, they send out the scouts. Man. But watch how fast they move and how they move in order. It's like two go this way or whatever, they shoot out this way. You know, one comes in and then the other gets sent out. They're moving in order, man, in formation. But the thing is, I'm going to play another video from Redacted from about a week ago I shared. And watch how it matches up with this.
It's coming back. It's coming back. And then look, they disperse. And then watch this.
Oh my god.
Watch
I almost
this.
want to stop and watch this.
Watch what happens. Shoot. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all saw that? All the lights disperse so quick. Yo, that's crazy.
Wait, it get crazy. Watch this.
It was an owl.
All right, check this out.
And it was
Same thing. Watch how they move. And they look like apparitions or lights. This is from the page Redacted. And they trying to figure out what they are. And these were lights that were over Wisconsin, out in the fields, where they don't have no spotlights and stuff like that shooting up into the sky. Check it out. Watch how they move in formation.
little tiny towns, and let's just say if there's something big, an event going on, everyone knows about it. So they're driving home, and they start seeing what Kim described as some sort of a flash of light, a grayish sort of an orb. She first thought was an owl.
Look at that.
And it was dodging in and out of her headlights.
Same thing.
So they saw it about 3 or 4 times, like, hey, this can't be an owl. This doesn't happen that often. And they pulled over.
And it's going to get caught from multiple angles, different people.
And they started to see these lights up in the sky that were kind of dancing around, kind of ascending and coming down. And she pulled out her phone, started filming, and what's...
It said they were dancing around and then ascending and coming down. You know, it says, let's get that. It says here, Proverbs 30:4, who hath ascended into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? These chariots are the chariots of Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai is about to return. All right, so check this out.
Really, really great about this case is not only do we have that vantage point, but we have Ken, unrelated, didn't know her husband, and he's about 5 miles away to the northeast, and he went out to get his mail. So completely dark out there.
Look.
Goes out to get his mail, and he looks up at the sky and sees these lights kind of, he said it was almost whimsical. They were kind of chasing each other in a game of tag, and he goes out to get his mail, And he looks up at the sky and sees these lights kind of, he said it was almost whimsical. They were kind of chasing each other in a game of tag, and he realizes he has his phone and films. So what you see in the breakdown is the two vantage points, which are synced up perfectly. The time codes everything of what we call two phases or waves. And in the first phase, they come down and they stream across the sky from sort of a circle and spread out. In less than a second, they're across the sky. And then 8 seconds later, a next wave comes. But in this case, we have, I believe it's 4 lights, and a fifth one looks like as they're traveling formation, it zips into place almost as if 8 seconds later, a next wave comes. But in this case, we have, I believe it's 4 lights, and a fifth one looks like as they're traveling formation, it zips into place almost as if a place had been waiting for it, like you'd see, you know, like an air show.
Yeah.
And it comes into formation, and those ones take, you know, several seconds to cross.
What did it say in Ezekiel? Every one had his 4 wings. So you have 1 chariot, then you have 4. That's 5. Second Maccabees chapter 5. Let me get a little picture.
So
quick.
very, very strange.
Look at that. Look like horsemen running in the sky, right? In formation. Second Maccabees 5:1. Very, very strange. He just said, about the same time Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt, that was 168 BC. He wanted to, when he came into power, you had his father, Antiochus III, took over Jerusalem, you know, and all those provinces. But when he let us keep our ways, you know, he didn't mess with us. But you had his son, Antiochus IV, who was the wicked root. When he came into power in 175, around 170, he wanted to paganize and Hellenize our people, and he wanted to expand his empire all the way to even to Egypt. He wanted to take Egypt from Ptolemy, which was an Edomite. I think it was Ptolemy the 8th. But anyway, he was an Edomite. So within that, that's when he came against us in Jerusalem. That's where you get the book of Maccabees, all right? And Hanukkah. And we're in winter, all right? And then it happened that through all the city, so through all America today and all over the world, for the space of about 40 days, there were seen horsemen running in the air. Horsemen running in the air. They mean like in formation and with power. And, you know, and a rider and an actual vehicle. Running in the air. He said like they were playing. They ain't playing. In cloth of gold, so they got, these angels are wrapped in gold. And armed with lances, like a band of soldiers. That's an army they're looking at. You know, they look like they're playing in the sky, yeah? All right. And troops of horsemen in array. So not just horses, not just the chariots, but horsemen, the riders in the chariots. That's what the Lord gonna send out to what? To defend and also deliver the elect. With shaking of shields, multitude of pikes, and drawing of swords, and casting of darts, and glittering of gold ornaments, and harnesses of all sorts. Wherefore every man prayed that the apparition might turn to good. And that's what they hoping this is. They hoping they're gonna be some playful little green aliens or some madness. No, these angels, mighty angels sent from Yahweh, the Almighty. And his son Yahushua is among them. And they're coming to bring judgment. Let's get that. This is Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, man. What do you mean? Formation, right? So will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. So the Lord is going to defend us. New Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. Defending, also he will deliver it. All right, so he's going to deliver as well. And passing over, he will preserve it. He's going to preserve the elect and bring them to the kingdom. We in that time. We in that time, excuse me. All right, I'm play this video.
the movements, the intensity of the lights, everything that we've been seeing, we just don't have an answer yet.
So when you talk to the police officers, firefighters, and air traffic controllers, now they also saw it or they heard reports of it. I'm curious. It always adds a level of credence to a story when you have these people in authority, because they very often they don't necessarily want to come forward and talk about it. They might be ridiculed in the office, but you have police officers, firefighters, and air traffic controllers all saying, we don't know what this was.
Well, a lot of them were brought into it because of the Facebook page, and they saw what videos had been posted. A lot of it was done because Chris, one of the witnesses, had contacted them. We are uncovering new witnesses. For example, we've called at least 3 of the city halls because all of the communities there one of the theories, of course, would be the searchlights. They have to have a permit to do that. And for commercial and do it legally, none of them reported anyone has applied for a permit, and none of them knew of anything going on. However, one of them who worked at City Hall said, yeah, I'm glad you called. I saw the same light. Wow. I saw one of them, though. Now, if you've got these people seeing them for only a couple minutes, every few days, it seems like there's been something, but for a few minutes, that's another, I think, supporting piece of evidence that tells us this is not a deliberate advertising campaign.
Leonardo da Vinci.
See if I can make this a little bit bigger too.
Now see how they come together.
This is a trip.
Now watch the end. You got to see the end. You got to see how these people in the club, they coming out of the club to go look up at the chariots.
Oh yeah, peep this.
Holy shit.
You see this?
What is that, Ellie? What is that?
This is a different angle of the Las Vegas lights. Even though we don't see the colors, this was filmed, edited, and uploaded on the same day at the same time.
There's 4 of them.
Like, so many people was filming different angles of this shot, and they just uploaded of this
and
UFO.
One's going away, and then it comes back.
All right, you see this? What she's talking about? There's 4 lights. What it looks like here, and do you see a 5th one that's kind of trailing? It'll come to these, and then they'll go off, and they'll come back. It's coming back. It's coming back, and then look, they disperse, and then watch this.
Oh my god!
Watch
I almost
this.
want to stop and watch this.
Watch what happens. Shoot! Come on now. Come on now. Y'all saw that? All the lights dispersed so quick. Shoot!
What?
Yo, that's crazy. Come on now. What moves that fast?
Stop and watch this.
They're all just right there, and then phew, gone.
What?
Gone. What lights? Y'all didn't see no lights. We were never here. They flew.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and seasons, so we know what times we're in. Brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly, and perfect faith, that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So it's going to be quick and unexpectedly. Verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day shall overtake you as a thief. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, meaning circumspect. All right? And stay calm and just wait on the Lord and do the work. That's it. All right? They're coming as a thief. And also he said this. Get this real quick. Revelation 3:11. It says here, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man taketh thy crown. All right, so it's going to be a quick process when it happens. He said the righteous shall scarcely make it. It's going to be quick. All right. So yeah, let's get back to it.
There's a UFO directly above the club right now. There's a UFO directly above the club right now.
They're all looking up at it.
We need answers. We need answers.
Yo, this is Isaiah 40:5. And the glory of Yahweh shall be revealed. We in the time of Revelations. His glory is being revealed. And all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of the Lord have spoken it, man. So they all starting to see it. We're going to see his glory, right? Man, let me get this. And this is about to happen. The Lord said in Psalms that it's going to be like a dream when the elect get delivered. All right? This is 1 Thessalonians 4:14. For if we believe that Yahweh died and rose again, we believe that. That's part of the testimony. And that he's alive right now. Even so, them also which sleep in Yahweh will Yahweh bring with him. So the ones that have died in this truth, even back during the times of Paul, that have died then, he was saying that they're going to be on this earth and they're going to be with Yahweh. All right? They're coming back. Either they're here now or they have died in these times, like people like Abba Bivens, King Masha, Elder Yaquab and such. Even some women and other men that have died calling on the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they're going to be with Yahweh Shai. They ain't going to need to get them bodies out of the ground. They're going to be, he said they're going to bring them with him, man. They with Yahweh Shai right now. For this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. So we ain't going to be in the chariots before them. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout. And that shout means it's going to be a shout for to fight. With the voice of the archangel and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first, man. And what that word rise means is to prepare for a journey, if you look it up. So they're going to rise up in the heavens. The Lord already said he gave them their garments. He said, wait here until your other brethren join in the heavens. You got a set number of the elect that's going to be in the heavens, and you got a set number of elect that's going to be on the earth. They're going to bring it together. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, plural, to meet the Lord in the air, man. Caught up with them in the clouds, and in the chariots. And they're going to take us to meet Yahushua. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. So it's going to be a meeting in the heavens, man. The marriage. All right? There's going to be a ceremony to where the elect get crowned. It's crazy, right? Let me get this. This is Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. And the chambers are those chariots. And if you look at that word chamber, it means apartments. It's something that sets you apart from the earth or from the planets. All right? Also, parlor. And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment. It's going to be a little moment according to the Lord's time for eternity. It's going to be a little moment when the missiles hitting in the mushroom clouds. And after that happens, the Lord gonna bring his elect back down to the earth to take over this world and to replenish it and fix it. Before we explore out into the other planets that the Lord has waiting for us, we gotta get this one right first. Until the indignation be overpassed, man. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place. That's what we're seeing. He's coming out of his place out in the heavens to punish the inhabitants of the earth, just the same way he did during the time of Egypt. He said the word leaped down from heaven as a man of war. All right. So he's going to punish the inhabitants of the earth, man. That's what they're seeing. They're seeing their judgment by looking at those chariots. For their iniquity, for their wickedness, and the earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. All right, so the truth going to be seen of all the wickedness that happened to our people in America. Let's get this real quick. Psalms 104. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Right, I brought this out already. Who maketh the clouds his chariot? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? So he uses the clouds as a covering. You know? And he can go invisible. They said what? They saw horsemen running in the air, man. All right, let's get this. This is us, man. Psalm 33 and 12. Blessed is that nation whose God is Yahweh. That's our God. Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. And the people whom he have chosen for his own inheritance. That's Israel. Ultimately the elect of Israel. So we're blessed. Yahweh looketh down from heaven. Looketh from heaven. He beholdeth all the sons of men. He's watching. From the place of his habitation, he looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth. Deep, right? So he's watching. They think he's not watching, but he can't. He can see. Let's get this. Psalm 18. And this was a testimony of King David, and now this is going to become our testimony. Psalms 18 and 6. In my distress, I called upon Yahweh and cried unto my power. And now we're crying unto the Lord. The Lord blessed us to be able to call on his name. And that distress is coming, the time of Jacob's trouble. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. All right? And our cries are carried to Yahweh through the angels in our prayers. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. So when the Lord gets mad, he's going to shake up the earth wherever he arrives at and sends his presence. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it, man. All right, talking about these chariots. He bowed the heavens also and came down. All right, made the heavens part out of the way. You know, the Lord can move through the heavens freely as he wants. There's no restrictions. And darkness was under his feet. So I mean, he was above what we see as the sky and darkness out there. He's above that. And he rode upon a cherub, and that cherub is those chariots, and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. He using it covertly. The Lord is a man of war. All right? Setting up formations in the sky. He used that darkness as his secret place. His pavilion, or canopy, round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of sky. All right? So the Shemayim, so the Lord dwells out there in the heavens. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed. Hailstones and coals of fire. It goes with Ezekiel chapter 1. Yahweh also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice. That's giving out judgments. Hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows, that's some beams that he about to send, and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Whew, like War of the Worlds, man. And that goes with Wisdom of Solomon, I think, chapter 11. Or is it 5? You know? Thunderbolt's going to be shot out. All right? I think it's 5 and 11. Those chariots. What man do here with this? Here you go. Proverbs 15 and 13. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. All right, so the Lord said that, man. Let me get this. I'm gonna play this real fast one more time. I think this is one of the most remarkable videos I've ever seen, especially matching it up with that video from Redacted.
Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger too. This is a trip. Oh yeah, peep this.
Holy shit.
You see this?
What is that, Ellie? What is that?
This is a different angle of the Las Vegas lights. Even though we don't see the colors, this was filmed, edited, and uploaded on the same day at the same time.
There's 4 of them.
Like, so many people was filming different angles of this shot, and they just uploaded of
And
this
one's
UFO.
going away, and then it comes back.
All right, you see this? What she's talking about? There's 4 lights. What looks like here, and do you see a 5th one that's kind of trailing? It'll come to these, and then they'll go off, and they'll come back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And then look, they disperse, and then watch this.
Oh my god.
Watch
I almost
this.
want to stop and watch this.
Watch what happens. Shoof. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all saw that? All the lights disperse so quick. Shoof.
What?
Yo, that's crazy. Come on now. What moves that fast?
Stop and watch this.
They're all just right there, and then phew, gone.
What?
Gone. What lights? Y'all didn't see no lights. We were never here. They flew.
That's right, man. All right.
There's a UFO directly above the club right now.
That's the club staff. Everybody looking up. Wisdom Solomon 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled. They shall be troubled. I'm gonna go to this part right here. They shall be troubled. That. They shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they're looking for. Every time I say, hey, Shalom, man, keep the faith, stay encouraged.
We need answers. We need answers.